going on, guys, and welcome back. I actually forgot my microphone over spring break, so I wasn't able to upload anything, but I got a good couple of battles saved up, and this is against Santiago, some dude from Twitter, who I battled with a kind of random team. I just like throwing things together. That's how I have fun. This team actually is quite effective, because I played with this shit for like the whole entire night, and I think I lost like maybe one or two. But yeah, so he's leading off with a Roserade, and unluckily for me, I decided to lead off with Quagmire. I'm like, damn it, Quagmire, you're just about to get fucked up by a grass move. Trying to get the Sap Sipper, actually going to my shiny Gadget, which is the most badass Pokemon ever. He actually predicted that because he knew that I had a Go-Goat on my team. Went for the Hidden Power Fire or Ice or whatever the hell that may be. I'm guessing it's probably Ice. I now go into Muck, obviously knowing that he has the Sludge Bomb, and I realized that Go-Goat couldn't really do anything against this damn Roserade anyways. I was actually trying to scare it away, but that didn't happen. But anyways, now we're out here with Muck, and he actually puts me to sleep, which is kind of arguably what I wanted him to do. I guess Muck would be one of the only Pokemon I want asleep on my team, because Muck is just bulky as hell, and I knew that his Roserade was going to have to switch because he couldn't hurt me, so I decided to go into Joint to get the free switch, just so I can activate my Flame Orb, and then I can go for the Protect on this Ambipom, because I know he's going to fake me out, so that kind of works out. Unfortunately, though, the Ambipom is going to be faster than my Joint, so that's kind of a damn shame. You know, that's Raticate's problem. He needs a little more speed, and he would be a fucking monster. I've actually battled a couple people, they brought Raticates, and they fucked me up with it. I was like, what the hell? That's why I'm using Joint again. But, he decides to go for the U-turn, knowing that I'm going to switch, brings in a more fitting choice for my Quagmire, which is this weird-ass ninja bug thing, which actually goes for... I wasn't really sure. I just went into Sup because I figured any special attack Sup can pretty much absorb, like the big purple blob that he is. And he actually decided to go for the Bug Buzz, which got a critical hit and the special defense fall. And I'm like, well, this is quite shitty. What the hell's going? What did I do to deserve this? Damn it. Actually just decided to stay in and go for the attack to just kind of burn a turn of sleep as he brings out his Ambipom. I decided to let it go ahead and fake me out because it's not going to do enough to even be reasonable, and it actually wakes me up, so that's pretty damn nice. So now I'm awake. I know he's going to go for the U-turn. Every time in his Ambipom has U-turned on my switch, so I was like, fuck it, I'm staying in on this time. And it actually works out for me because he U-turns on my Muck, and then has to bring out a Hitmontop, which is pretty awesome because right here I go for the Poison Jab and indeed get the Poison. So I was like, alright, this is nice. You know, Muck is so awesome with his Poison Touch. Like, you can literally guarantee to get the Poison on Poison Jab, like, 60% of the time, it works every time. I predict the Earthquake, and he actually goes for the Stone Edge, predicting my Azelf to come in, but it missed, and I was like, shit, bro. That was a nice prediction on your part, but I'm terribly sorry about that, as I predict a switch into his Noctowl, and I actually go for the Thunderbolt, and it works out for me. So that's pretty nice. His Noctowl is definitely going to die to a clean little Choice Specs Thunderbolt from my Azelf here, so he actually realizes that he's like, you know what, I'm going to save my Noctowl, but I'm going to sacrifice the Hitmontop, which was probably not the best play, because this Hitmontop probably could have came in handy. So he's actually able to get a Fake Out off, which is going to do minuscule damage to my boy Azelf over here, and he's just floating around with his sweet-ass tails, just pretty much having a swell time out here. That Hitmontop is going to go ahead and die, so that's pretty cool. Now he brings out a Victini, and I know that I can't OHKO it with a Thunderbolt, so I got to switch. I go into Quagmire because he's probably going to go for some type of physical fire move or something, and he actually goes for the U-turn. And this guy's just U-turning all up over the place. Seriously, U-turn, this guy's favorite move. He actually now goes into the Roserade, and this is kind of a damn bummer because I'm like, I cannot let Quagmire die yet, and I'm just going to go into Gadget, get that young Sap Sipper real quick, because there's no doubt he's going to go for this Sleep Powder this time. Maybe he was thinking I was going to bring something else in, but you know, Gadget goes ahead and takes that and then actually dies to a Sludge Bomb, which I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but Gadget, you know, sorry about that, bro. You know, actually, I had a Choice Scarf on him before this battle, so I was honestly probably thinking he was scarfed, but I should have noticed the leftovers, but I'm stupid. I bring out Azelf, and he's afraid of taking a Psychic. His Roserade's probably his most important member on his team right now, so he brings out the Noctowl, which is going to die to 2 quick Psychics, which is awesome, and I didn't really have to deal with that Noctowl too much, so that's kind of cool. Now he brings out his Ambipom, ready to just fake out and, you know, do his thing, but he actually goes for the Pursuit. It completely slipped my mind, but that was a really good play on his part. Thankfully, Azelf lives it, though, and then I go into Sharkeisha, and I should have gone for the Mach Punch, but like an idiot, I stay in, he's able to Acrobatics me and kill me, and I was like, holy shit, this Ambi has a badass moveset. So here I make a really stupid play. I go into Quagmire, and I'm like, okay, he's for sure going to switch into his Roserade. So I go into Azelf, but then I fucking realized that he's obviously going to U-turn on me. So I was like, that was a dirt moment right there. I was sitting there, I was preoccupied, I did not even think about that in the least bit. So he completely, you know, outsmarted me there. Azelf could have for sure came in handy, but yeah, negatory. So now I bring in Joint. Joint's been chilling in my bag for a little while. He's been in his Pokeball for a damn minute, so I was like, you know, we'll get this guy out here to do some damage. I go for the Facade, and it nails that Victini right to the damn face, does a shitload of damage, and then I'm able to Sucker Punch it, and that kills it. So, hell yeah, Victini did not get to do a damn thing, and you just got killed by Eradicate, so that's funny. Now he brings back out his Ambipom. Ambipom is literally the most annoying thing ever. Fuck everybody who uses an Ambipom, including myself. He's gonna go for the fake out, smack Quagmire right in the face, but you know, Quagmire's at least he's still around at this point. Shit. He now decides to go for the Acrobatics, which isn't gonna do a damn thing, and I can actually just recover this damage off it. He's actually getting quite to the point where he's realizing that my team can actually stall out his team if I play this correctly, even without my Azelf and all that crap, and my Hitmonchan or my Hitmonchan did not do a damn thing. So I go for the recover there, basically just to show him that, hey, you better switch, or else you're just pretty much gonna, you know, be wasting some turns out here. And he decides to now U-turn, and he's gonna go into his Roserade, or no, actually in his Asligore. Selgor, he's gonna be able to take an Earthquake, and it does a reasonable amount of damage, which is kind of nice. So it's like, all right, this thing is kind of scary, but it's like I still have Muck on my team at this point. I can pretty much let Muck just do his thing. So I just decided to switch into Muck. Muck's like, sup, and he goes for the Giga Drain. I'm like, enjoy eating that gross slime. So, yeah. Ha, how did that taste, Mr. Ninja Bug thing? So, I decide to go for the Ice Punch on the switch as he brings... Alright, no, I went for the Curse. Yep, definitely went for the Curse as, he brings out the Roserade. And here I decided to make a really cool play. So, obviously, he's going to go for the Sleep Powder. So, I was like, alright, I'll switch into Joint. Joint's already burned, so he can't be asleep, but he predicted that and went for the Leaf Storm. He was like, I knew you were going to have to switch into your Joint because there's no way you're going to risk that thing being put to my Muck being put to sleep. So literally, I got fucked up there, and I'm just making some stupid plays in this match. But at least it's, you know, a good match. So he goes for the Sleep Powder now, and Muck does no longer have his Curse, and he's asleep. So I was like, fuck it, I should have just... If I would have stayed in and went for the Ice Punch, this would have been just a completely demolished Roserade. It would have made my life a lot easier. But I wake up actually first turn, and I'm able to get an Ice Punch off on this Ambipom. I get a critical hit, which knocks it down to like 3 HP, which was like, holy tits. And unfortunately, I can't Shadow Sneak it, or else I would have. But now I'm just going to go into Quagmire to go ahead and take the fake out, pretty much like he's been doing this whole match. I'm sorry, Quagmire, you've just been taking a beating, but at least you got recover, so, you know, your health is looking pretty solid. He goes for the Acrobatics, and I'm just like, alright, I'll go ahead and kill this Ambipom then, and that is a dead-ass Ambipom right there, and I'm like, fucking finally. So I know that Muck can literally wall the hell out of his Roserade at this point, so, at this, like, I'm honestly just gonna go into my boy Muck out here. And Muck, if I can get a couple if I can get like one Ice Punch off, that would be nice. He actually misses that Sleep Powder, which is kind of unfortunate for you. Hits this next one, which negates that whole damn thing. So, Muck's asleep for like the damn fucking 4th time this match, and he's still flipping that Roserade off. Look at him. He's like, fuck you, Roserade. He goes for the Hidden Power and gets a critical hit, which shows me that basically Muck can stay out here all damn day against this Roserade, because that's the only move he has to hit me with. And he also has this thing, so this guy right here is not going to be too much of a problem, honestly. I've already burned off 2 turns of sleep there, so I'm pretty much expecting to be able to wake up. I go for the Shadow Sneak just to go first and hit it. Maybe I can get a Poison Touch or something, and I don't, but he goes for the Bug Buzz, which is going to be able to not do a damn thing. And at this point, my Poison type is going to be able to wall the fuck out of his Bug type and his Poison Grass with a Roserade there, so... That's pretty much a bummer. You know, at the end, though, keeping Muck around was really the most important thing I could have done, because that Roserade did fucking wall the hell out of... I mean, it demolished the rest of my team, but Muck, you know, Muck ain't gonna have it with that shit. And actually, he dodged that last Sleep Powder, which arguably did not really matter, because I don't know if this Roserade would have been able to really do that much. But, you know, who knows? There's always that chance, but you know, hacks happens. It's pretty lame, but whatever. I go for the Shadow Sneak on that turn just to try to get some damage and kill it, but it doesn't kill it, and he Leaf Storms, which knocks me down to 22, and I'm going to be able to finish this thing off with a Shadow Sneak. So that was a kind of, it was a weird battle. I just kind of like showing matches where I do shit wrong, just to kind of show like my thought processes and stuff. But this was a really good match. This guy's a really good battler. He had some awesome skills. This was actually one of his first underused matches, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, I had a good time with that. Go ahead and check out Santiago's channel. It'll be in the description, and smack that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this match. So see you guys.